just have to be further away.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at that. But the big ones don't last that long, apparently. Our son's a good one. It's like a Toyota Tercel.
It's like
they're
a Toyota Hilux, you mean?
They fucking last,
Land
man.
Cruiser.
Hilux, we don't have that over here.
Yeah, you got like the Tacoma.
Yeah, Hilux is like a small Land Cruiser, right?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
You guys got a bunch of wacky cars.
The Cruiser's probably better. I'm about to buy a Land Cruiser. That's the Hilux there.
The new Land Cruiser? Yeah.
The tray back, though. So like a dual cab. So like 5 seats, but it's got a tray on it. And then...
A tray? You mean like a pickup truck bed? Like
a pickup truck bed, but we usually rip the one that's on it off. We usually rip the pickup truck bed off because it's bulky, you know, there's not a lot of room in it really. Usually rip that off and we'll build a steel tray. So it's like a whole flatbed, or you might call it a flatbed. And you can just fit a lot more on it. And it's a lot more rickety, you know, you can throw firewood, rocks on it, whatever the fuck you want.
Well, you guys have to have vehicles that you could drive for like a day before you hit a gas station.
If you're doing that, if you're doing those hunts that I do, yeah. So one of the first things you do is you rip off the fuel tank and you put like an aftermarket fuel tank on it that's usually like twice the capacity.
Yeah.
Or you throw a second fuel tank on it and go from there. So I don't know what it is in gallons, but like say a fuel tank's like usually 60 litres.
20 gallons is what usually a fuel tank is out here.
Well, then we'd double it to like 40 or 50 or 60 or something like that.
Right.
And because there's such a market for it in Australia, there's a bunch of them that you buy ready that are ready to mount onto your vehicle.
Why is there a market for that in Australia?
Because it's fucking 100 miles there anyway. That's why. Forward driving's like different in Australia as well. You know, it's like, so where my business is, the nearest city, which is Perth's like 18 hours drive. You know, and there'll be fuel.
18 hours drive to the nearest city?
Yeah.
18 hours?
18 hours.
What is that, Jamie? That's like
too far.
But what would it take us to get? That's like Colorado.
I've driven from Ohio to here twice, and it took 33 hours. And 24 hours gets you from like Columbus to about Amarillo, Texas. And that's
24 hours of straight driving.
Straight driving.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so this is
So
like Western Australia is like a massive state. It goes from the very top of Australia to the very bottom of Australia.
What does it feel like when you get out of the car for 33 hours of driving?
Sucks. So bad. The one time we ended at like 4 a.m, right on the Sunset Strip, right at that hotel, the Hyatt.
Wow.
Like 5 a.m. But when you get in LA at 4 a.m, you're right in the traffic again. You're like tired as shit. And you're like, oh, it's time to go. You got to go because you're about to wreck right at the end of the trip.
But you're pumping Kanye. You're pumping Kanye the whole way, though.
Actually, we were, yeah.
Keeping awake.